Hi everyone, I'm Jackie, and today I'm going to show you how to make this little Easter bunny. Since it's almost Easter, I thought it would be fun to show you guys how to make it. He's about 7 inches tall, 4 inches wide. And you can use any color brown or white that you would like of yarn. We're going to start with the head. I used a 5mm needle. We're going to make a magic circle. For those that don't know how to do that, just wrap the yarn around your 2 fingers, make an X. Put your needle under the one on the right, grab hold of the one on the left, and bring it under the one on the right. And chain 1 to lock it in place. And we're going to do 12 double crochets in this magic circle. So we're going to go ahead and chain 2 more. So that's 3 chains. That's going to be our first double crochet. So now we need to do 11 more. Last one. It's 12. Let's see, let me double count. Okay. Now pull that string and make it tight. And now we're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 there. Okay, for row 2, I'm going to chain 3. That acts as our first double crochet. We're going to do 2 double crochets in each stitch. So do a double crochet in that same one, and 2 in the next one. Just continue this to the end of the row. 2 double crochets in each stitch, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, we're at the end of row 2. So slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 right there. And we're finished with the head. Chain 1, pull it, fasten off. Leave a long tail so you can set the head onto the body. And we'll set that aside. Now we're going to do the body part. We're going to do a double crochet, a magic circle again, like that. And we're going to put 12 double crochets inside of that. Do your chain 3. And my last one. I always like to double count. Okay. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 3. And for row 2, we're going to do the same as the head. We're going to do 2 double crochets in each stitch. So chain your 3 chains, go back into that space, do another double crochet, and just continue this to the end of row 2, and I'll meet you there. Okay, we're at the end of row 2. I've already slip stitched into the top of my chain 3. Now we're going to chain 3, and in this row we're going to do 2 double crochets in the first stitch, 1 double crochet in the second one, then 2 double crochets, and do this until you get a total of 28 double crochets. Do 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, and I'll meet you when you have 28 stitches. Okay, when you have 28 double crochets, we want to make this part flat here. So what we're going to do now, we're going to chain 1, and in the middle of this first or this last double crochet you made, let's do 1 single crochet, and now do a single crochet all the way across. And here's your chain 3, so just do 1 in the middle there, and then do 1 like a slip stitch. The top of that, your very first chain 3 at the top of it. Now do a slip stitch, tie it off. And now you have that flat look at the bottom. And this is how I tie the head on. I'll go up and get in the middle of 2 stitches here. And I'll, let's see, make sure I'm attaching it right. Well, okay, we'll go there. And then go to the next chain, pull it through, and the next one. Now what I do is I'll go through those stitches to get to the other side, and I'll do the same. Or you can attach it however you want. We all have our own techniques. And just do it until you get your head on the way you like it. Might take a couple attempts to get it how you want it. I think think I'm going to go back underneath here and go do one more. And then when you get it how you want it, go in through the back. Just make a knot. Then just weave in. And then I'll weave that in later. Before I forget, you don't have to make a magnet, but I use this kind, and I'll cut off 2 pieces, one to fit the head and one the bottom, or you could even make one whole one, a long one. And then I use my hot glue gun to glue it on there. It works pretty good. And I also glue the eyes on, and I also glue the carrot and the flower on. Everything else I attach. Okay, now we're going to make, I wanted to tell you all that before I forgot. I'm bad to forget. We're going to do the ears. So we're going to do a slip knot. We're going to chain 3. Then we're going to single crochet. We're going to skip that first chain. Do 1 single crochet in each of those 2 stitches. There's 1. And there's 2. Just like that. You can always fill in those gaps with the tail you're going to leave. That's what I do. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn. We're going to do 2 double crochets in that first stitch. Single crochets, I'm sorry. And 2 single crochets in the second one. So you'll have a total of 4. Now chain 1, turn your work. And now in rows 3 to 5, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each. Two, 3, 4. 2 more rows of that. Okay, now we're going to chain 1. And we're going to do 2 decreases, which insert your hook, bring out a loop, and then insert it in the next stitch. And you can have 2 or 3 loops and just go through all 3 of them. Now here's our second one. And pull through all 3. Chain 1. Now we're going to do one decrease. So we've only got 2 stitches. Pull pull through all 3. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to go down here. Just find you. Oh, there we go. And we're going to fasten off. We slip stitched, and now we're going to fasten off. Pull that through. Here's where we left off. I like to kind of shape my ear by doing this. Okay. Let's see. This is my bag. Oops. Well, let's make a knot. Weave your end in. Oops. Just like that. And I go up, I find the middle 2. Let's see. Depends on how I want to. There, so I'll go to the 4th one down, pull it, I'm probably not going to get it as straight as if I weren't doing a video, because my video, I can only video like 23 minutes, so I'm trying to watch my time on here, and I'll have to do a part 2, I'm sure. And just keep doing it till you're satisfied with how it looks. And what I like to do is if there's any holes, gaps, I'll take my yarn up there and I'll tweak it. Let's see. And when you have it on how you like, I would work on it a little bit longer, but since I'm doing a video, I'm not. Do your knot, fasten off, sew it in, and cut it off. And now all we need to do, we need to do the hands and the feet and the carrot and the flower. And I'm going to meet you up in part 2 so I don't get cut off. So I'll meet you up in part 2 of making the Easter Bunny. Thank you. See you there.